You forget the brand. I'm saying there's going to be a new thing in the ecosystem, affiliate marketers, who will come to you and say, you'll pay me 1,000 rupees per conversion, I'll buy advertising from you. And in the US, there's thousands of people who do it from.
So that's an opportunity.
Yeah, it's a new thing in the ecosystem, which is most likely to happen. And there's thousands of young people that will probably do it in their spare time in college dormitories. They don't do websites anymore, they do affiliate marketing. And big companies too. QuinStreet is an example of a big affiliate marketing company. They go to all the big people and say, you pay us whatever it is per conversion, and they'll create the ads, they'll buy the ads, they'll optimize them, they'll sit all night and look at the stuff, and they'll come up with better and clever ways to advertise.
So what, according to you, are the key challenges and the key opportunities? We'll start from you, sir.
Driving loyalty, which I think has been probably one of the biggest challenges today, and keeping the promise. Also in terms of payment options. So cash on delivery is a very interesting model. It's been around for a long time, and I think the biggest challenge with cash on delivery was in the earlier times in terms of getting your money from remittances from courier companies who were collecting the money, which I don't think is as bad as it used to be earlier. Your remittances are virtually happening every week now. Yes, you need to have processes in terms of reverse logistics and so on and so forth, but then it helps you bring customers. The critical point that we've realized is that, and getting a little micro on this point, is that why cash on delivery today is actually moving at a great pace is also because of the MSC and V by V, right? So that's an additional layer of security that has been put in, which is resulting in a lot of drop-offs, right? In that scenario, I think cash on delivery plays a very critical role. Of course, we're talking about reach, and again, I would bring that point that reach is also as critical as the other factors. More cities, more pin codes, deliveries have to start happening to those cities. The volumes are waiting to happen, but today the courier companies don't see economies of scale from there. Awareness, willingness to pay is equal to a damn good opportunity for conversion. Now I'm able to get that conversion but not able to get the deliveries done. So get that point sorted out and you have a huge market that needs to be reached out to. So I think that needs to be resolved, and payments, I think people are catching up really fast. A lot of payment options have got added. A lot of players come into the picture, and the rates have come down substantially in the last 2 or 3 years. We've seen rates coming down from 3% to now in the range of about 2.25%, and a better success ratio than what used to be earlier. So I think overall ecosystem is catching up fast. What now we need to do at our end is, again, how do you bring down your marketing spends? How do you build more sanity into what you're doing? And I'm being absolutely very harsh, because I think that's the reality to take.
We are a country which we deliver bad customer service. I think it's a big opportunity in e-commerce to change that notion and grab a huge market share, because every customer wants the service. So I completely second. So I would say these are two large opportunities. If e-commerce companies can deliver a clear value proposition and deliver very strong customer service, I think they can be far ahead of, and they can really garner market share. I would say the challenge is our culture. I think we just fundamentally non-trusting as a country. So we will take far more longer time than potentially a Western counterpart, where trust is given. You don't sign a contract and then doubt in the West. Here you just sign a contract and walk out of the room and you're worried about he'll do this and he'll do that. That's the way we are. So I would say the biggest challenge to me is the culture of lack of trust, lack of touch and feel, or can I catch this guy if something goes wrong? So, and that the onus of it would be on the industry to remove that fear, and I think we have done a bad job in past, but I don't see that that's last 2 years I've seen great hope, great companies coming in and trying to remove that.
In terms of opportunity, the biggest opportunity being a bit more specific that I see is the usage of tablets. Tablets is going to be, it's good for an e-commerce experience. The screen is big enough to see stuff and buy it, and at the same time it's going to, the volume is going to take off. Micromax is now selling about 70,000 tablets, only just beginning, 70,000 a month. So tablets is a big opportunity, I think.
The triggers are price and convenience, and the next trigger will be that trust. Once you have that, I'm sure more and more people will buy online, and this market is slated to grow. As Manish was saying, it's about a $1 billion market today. I'm just talking about e-tail.